Hi everybody. We have a question. It's a at what point does the graph of hx equal e to the power of x over x have a horizontal tangent? So here we are trying to find out the point, and the point would be x and y. So we are finding the value for x and y. We know that the horizontal tangent of the graph slope is 0. Slope of horizontal tangent is 0. If you graph this function, x and y, if you graph this function, if this is 1, 2, 3, 3, this function would be like that, almost like that. So the graph of this function is this one, and at which point the horizontal tangent would be 0. That's the slope would be 0, and the point, we are finding the point at which point. So the point is, it's almost here. It's 1 and 2 point something. So here, if you say this is a horizontal line and the slope of horizontal line is 0, so we say there's no slope, it's 0. So we are finding that point. So slope is m equal hx prime. If we take derivative of top and bottom, numerator and denominator, and that would be slope. So just take derivative of top and bottom. So it's I'm sorry, not top and bottom, the whole function derivative. So e to the power of x over x dx. So we take derivative of the whole function, and we have quotient rule. So m, and that would be equal to 0, because the question, according to question, slope of horizontal tangent is 0. So slope m equal prime of this function would be 0. So m, if we take derivative of this function, it's e to the power of x prime multiply denominator x minus denominator prime multiply, that's the quotient rule, e to the power of x and x squared. So m, that's equal 0. E to the power of x prime is same thing, e to the power of x multiply x minus x prime. If we take derivative of x, it's 1. 1 multiply e to the power of x. Derivative of x is 1, because it has 1 power, and I will bring it here, so it will be 1, and 1 minus 1 is 0. X to the power of 0 is 1. So 1 multiply e to the power of x is e to the power of x, and divided by x square equal 0. So the function was e to the power of x over x. So now we are trying to find the point value for x and y. So e to the power of x multiply x minus e to the power of x multiply x square equals 0. If we multiply both sides with x square, this x square will cancel with this one, x square multiply 0 would be 0. So e to the power of x equal 0. E to the power of x is here and also here. So outside the, and here would be only x minus, and here would be 1 equal 0. So e to the power of x equals 0, and x minus 1 equals 0. X minus 1 would be x equal 1. So we found the value for x, that's 1. So now we are finding the value for y. This one doesn't have any solution because we cannot find any value for x to plug it instead of x, and answer would be 0. And that x would be, you can find it would be, I guess, negative infinitive, which we don't know is undefined. So the x answer is only 1, and we now find the y value, or hx. Hx is function, so it's y equal y. So y equal hx, instead of x we just put 1 equal e to the power of, instead of x1, instead of x1, so that would be e. So we found the point at which the graph hx and the horizontal tangent would be at this point 0. A slope at this point would be 0. So if you draw a graph, if e to the power of x, the graph is like that. I'm not really good in drawing. So it's 1, and this is e, sums e. So this is slope, and slope of tangent line, and slope or tangent line in this point is 0. We see it's 0. Slope is 0 at this point. Thank you for watching the video. If you like it, please subscribe it.